This morning, our very special guest is the Executive Director of AgConnect Ministries. He's also a famous longtime WJTL listener who used to milk cows with his dad back in the day. Herb Graybill is with us. Good morning to you, Herb.
Good morning, Fred.
So great to have you here. So I remember back in the day, people calling and saying, we're listening to WJTL while milking our cows, and our cows are so happy. Was that you?
Yes, they were very happy. That was probably me. And my phone was close, so I often called in on the contests.
That's great. Yeah, you won a lot of contests back in the day. Anybody you want to say hi to this morning?
You bet. I'd like to shout out a warm morning hello to my wife, Elaine. She's my big supporter, and she's also my office administrator, so she keeps me in line and does a lot of the day-to-day work of the office. And also, I'd like to shout out to my new grandson. He's 4 months old.
Wow.
His name's Coulter.
Coulter,
he's had some health issues, so shout out to him this
Definitely morning. Be praying for him, too. So tell us about AgConnect Ministries and what you do.
Sure. AgConnect Ministries, we are an agricultural support group. Basically, we focus in the country of Moldova and more recently in Kenya. Our job is to consult with the poor and the underprivileged farmers of the world and just to help their incomes.
Okay. So you recently returned from both Moldova and Kenya just this week.
I did. Tuesday night, I arrived in Dulles and suffering a little bit of jet lag, but I'm feeling pretty good this morning.
Yeah, you're actually ahead of time, right?
I am,
yeah. So you were, 2 weeks in Moldova, 2 weeks in Kenya?
I went to Kenya first for 2 weeks, and then I flew up to Moldova for the second part of February.
Tell us a little bit about what happened there. What did you experience? How did God work through AgConnect Ministries?
Okay, great. So in Kenya, we are partnering with another organization. They're very evangelistic, and they have asked us to partner with them to teach agriculture because they believe agriculture is a big part of spreading the gospel. And besides spiritual food, people need regular food.
Right.
They need good quality food. So we travel with them to their evangelistic crusades, oftentimes praying with the people there and sharing the gospel. And then occasionally we'll have seminars, and we'll teach agriculture at those seminars. So that's what we do in Kenya.
Yeah.
And in Moldova, we actually have a farm. It's a greenhouse farm. And I have an American agronomist. Her name's Angela. She is there, and she manages 3 large greenhouses.
Wow.
And we teach people greenhouse management there and a variety of other things. We also consult with small dairies there. And basically, it's consulting and teaching people how to grow more and better quality food.
Well, if people want to find out more about AgConnect Ministries, they can visit you online or at your Facebook page.
That's correct, AgConnectMinistries.org or my Facebook page at AgConnect Ministries. I keep up-to-date pictures of my travel on the Facebook page, and we update our website regularly.
Yeah, I love your Kenya Moldova picture that you have there. I checked that out this morning. Now, you also, if folks want to find out, you also have a fundraising banquet coming up. Tell us about that.
We do. We have an annual fundraising banquet at Shady Maple. It's on Friday, March 28th at 6:15 in the evening, and you're all welcome to come and learn more about what AgConnect does around the world.
Wonderful. We're going to talk more about that coming up. In the meantime, AgConnectMinistries.org, or just type in AgConnect Ministries at the Facebook there, and you can find out more about that. Our friend Herb Graybill is here. Herb, the Executive Director of AgConnect Ministries. Good morning again, Herb.
Good morning, Fred.
Before we talk about AgConnect, tell us about your life first.
Okay, sure. I was a lifetime dairy farmer. I milked cows in the southern end of the county for approximately 25 years and decided to end that career, and a few years later became a professional consultant with a local agronomy and dairy company. And I did that for 18 years. And all those last 20 years, I've been traveling back and forth to Moldova, doing some consulting work there and working with AgConnect. And so God had really led me over the years of my career in practical experience and then in my professional consulting career.
Yeah, and so your life verse really hails back to the prayer of Jabez. Tell us about that.
It does. Back in the early 2000s, I was going through some large crisis, a big crisis in my life, and the prayer of Jabez was a popular thing then, and I didn't know where my life was going at that point. But the prayer of Jabez says, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory, let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain." And I cried out to God with this verse, and quite a few years later, 20 years later, it happened. My territory is enlarged.
Yeah, it is enlarged. You guys are moving from Moldova to now also Kenya. How is farming different in Kenya and Moldova than it is here in Pennsylvania?
Sure. Well, obviously the computer age and the high technology age is part of American agriculture, but it's not part of Moldovan agriculture nor Kenyan agriculture. It's very primitive. The smaller farms whom we work with mostly are hand labor. In Moldova, they do have tractors, so they are a little tractor oriented there, but it's pretty primitive. And some of the things that they have technology, we don't have available.
If folks want more information about AgConnect, you can visit AgConnectMinistries.org or go to Facebook and type in AgConnect Ministries. Another way you can find out more information is by coming out to the big fundraising banquet you guys have coming up. Tell us all about that, Herb.
Yes, it's an exciting part of AgConnect. It happens every year. It is coming up at Shady Maple, and we like to bless people who want to come out and learn more about AgConnect, so we provide a fantastic meal. There will be a speaker from Kenya there and explaining a little bit more about what we do in Kenya. So
and what's the date?
That is Friday, March 28th at 6:15.
At Shady Maple.
At Shady Maple.
Do people need to sign up ahead of time? Do they need to make reservations?
It would be great if you go to our website. There is a place there that you can sign up. That'd be great.
Yeah, so coming up on March the 28th at Shady Maple, a big fundraising banquet for AgConnect Ministries. Not only will you get a great meal, but you'll get to hear directly from somebody who's been impacted by AgConnect Ministries and Herb and the rest of his team. Herb, thank you so much for coming out and sharing about AgConnect Ministries.
And thank you, Fred.
Yeah, we've loved to hear from you. Thank you for listening all these years.
Thank you.